What's up, everybody? Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, real quick, make this quick video. All right, so check this out. I know I haven't made a video in a few days. My bad. Apologize. I've been busy. Life. A lot of news has been coming out about the PS5 and price and all that other stuff. So what I want to talk about is which one am I gonna get? Now, if you're in my same situation, just listen to what I have to say, and then you tell me if you think I'm right or if I'm wrong. If you're not in my situation, tell me which one you're going to get and why. Okay? So here's the deal. We'll start with the Xbox Series X. So for someone like me, I already have a PC. It's got a 1660 Ti in it, so very modest GPU. And I also have an Xbox One S. Now, the Xbox Series X is being compared to a RTX 2080. However, Microsoft themselves have said that it's up to the developer how they want their games to look on the Xbox Series X. Hence why Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ubisoft said 4K at a minimum 30 frames per second, which is disgusting. At a minimum 30 frames. 30 next generation shouldn't even be talking about 30 frames per second. However, they did, right? So here's the problem I have with that. Now, they didn't mention whether or not there was going to be a different setting so that you could play at 60. And you can assume that there might be. However, they didn't mention that. If they would have mentioned that, then that would have put a lot of people at ease, right? But they didn't mention that. They said 4K, 30 frames. That's what they said. This is what I know. I will bet money that that same game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is going to come out on PC and it's not going to be locked. And here's the deal. If I get that game on my weak 1660 Ti, right, and I drop shadow quality, I drop anti-aliasing, I don't know, I put the game on medium settings, and I'm getting 60 frames, to me, that means that I am running the game better on my 1660 Ti than on the Xbox Series X, which has a hardware compared to a 2080, and that's just plain sad. Microsoft stated that for at least their first year, their games are going to be playable on the Microsoft Store, PC, or the Xbox, or the old Xboxes, the Xbox One S. Okay. Now, I don't think that the Xbox One S is going to be able to run games better than the Xbox Series X. I don't believe that. But if games are capped at a specific frame rate on the Xbox Series X because it's a console and they're not capped on PC, then potentially you could have on paper a weaker PC than the Xbox Series X and still run games better because you could change stuff like graphics quality. You could turn off stuff like RTX that kills frame rate. And that to me is insane if that's the case. So, as of right now, I don't have a really good incentive to get the Xbox Series X when it first comes out because the games I'm going to be able to play on my PC. So that goes with that. Now, I get a lot of good comments in my comment section, and somebody said Microsoft is not worried about selling the Xbox Series X. They just want to get you into their ecosystem, and it's actually consumer friendly. The fact that we could still play next generation games on old generation hardware. That's fine. And I agree with that. It is consumer friendly. But guess what? Microsoft, you already got me in your ecosystem. I already got a PC. I can already get games on the Windows Store. I already got an Xbox One S. I could get games on that as well. So you already got me in your ecosystem. So basically what you're saying is that you don't want my money. That's the way I take it. And that's cool. I won't spend my money on your system. Because guess what? There's another system that's also coming out. So let's talk about the PS5. So the PS5, if you're someone in my situation, makes a lot more sense to get at launch. But the only reason to get the PS5, and here we go, Sony fanboys, I know you're going to jump in and please plead your case. I appreciate every single one of you, okay? The only reason to get a PS5 is going to be for exclusives. That's it. That's the only reason you should want to get a PS5 over an Xbox Series X. Because here's the thing. I don't care what anybody says or what type of pimp game you try to run by me, okay, 12 teraflops is more than 10. 12 is more than 10. The Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5. I don't care if you tell me that's not by a lot. It's still more powerful, okay? The PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox. Than the Xbox One. If you want to talk about the original Xbox One, the PS4 is more powerful than that original Xbox One, okay? Hence why games ran better on the PS4 than they did on the Xbox One. Do the games look similar? Sure, they look similar. Could you really tell the difference? Maybe not, unless you have the screen side by side. But you know what? It still ran better. So if you're paying money for something, why not get the better version of something? Why not? It makes no sense. Okay. So with that being said, if you're a person that mostly plays multi-platform games, right? This next generation, if you got a PS4 right now, that's what you've been playing on, you might want to take a look at the Xbox Series X because the games might run better on that. Now, here's the thing. If you're like me and you have a PC, it might be a moot point because they might run better on PC. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you this, right? Apex Legends on my PS4 looks better than Apex Legends on my 1660 Ti because I drop everything and I'm trying to get 144 frames, which I do. So I'm playing the game at 144 frames. It looks better on the PS4 at their stuttering 60 because it's not even like a smooth 60. It does look better on the PS4, but it plays better at 144. Okay, so with that being said, if you have a PC, okay, the Xbox Series X might not be worth it for you, and those multi-platform games might still not be worth it. You might as well just get them on your PC, especially if you got a strong PC, something like a 1070 or higher. It might be worth it. Just wait and see. But if you really care about exclusives and you care about those single-player games and those Sony exclusives, then that's the only reason to really get a PS5, in my opinion. At least when all this stuff first comes out. PS5, you care about exclusives, get the PS5. If you care about multi-plat games, you get the Xbox Series X, or you just stick around with your PC and wait. Wait and see what Sony has to offer. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 looks dope, but the first Horizon is coming to PC, so I will bet money that the second one is coming to PC too. So I don't know if you want to wait for that. I don't know how bad you want to play that game, but pretty sure it's going to come to PC as well. I don't see any of the Uncharted games coming to PC, so I mean, if you want to play the next Uncharted, which I'm sure they're going to make another Uncharted, then PS5 might be the way to go. I'm sure they're going to make freaking another Last of Us. PS5 might be the way to go. So the exclusives, Ratchet and Clank, PS5. So if you really care about exclusives, then the PS5 is going to be the way to go. Now, for me, I care about exclusives. So it makes sense for me to get a PS5. Again, because I have a PC, so I'm not missing out on the Microsoft experience. Not missing out at all. Makes sense for me to get a PS5 at launch. There's only one other thing that could really make a difference between whether or not you get an Xbox Series X or you get a PS5. And that's price. Look, right now, Microsoft and Sony are in a tight race. It really depends what type of player you are. Something else, right? This last generation, you were able to choose which system you wanted based on what your friends also played, right? So if most of your friends played on the Xbox, then you're going with the Xbox. Most of your friends played on PS4, you're going with the PS4. And guess what? Crossplay is becoming more and more popular, and we're going to keep on demanding it more and more and more. So in the future, what you're going to be able to play regardless whether you're playing on Xbox or whether you're playing on freaking the PS5. So that's not going to matter. It's really going to matter what our games going to be running better at. And again, multi-platform games, theoretically speaking, should run better on the Xbox Series X because it's a more powerful system. Sony has the SSD that they keep talking about, right? Now, here's the deal with the SSD before you mention it in the comment section. Unless a developer that's making a game for PC Xbox and Sony is going to pay special attention to that SSD specifically for that game that they got to develop for all three systems, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I highly doubt that they're actually going to take time to implement everything needed to really take advantage of that SSD. I believe that Sony is going to do it with their first party games for sure, and it's going to make a huge difference. But as far as third party developers doing that and being able to do it across all platforms, they can't. I don't see how they do that. I don't see how they do that. If they do, outstanding. But all I'm saying is when these systems first come out, I'm not putting money on it. I will wait. So again, at launch, which system should you get? For me, I don't have an incentive to get an Xbox Series X. I don't. I have a bigger incentive to get a PS5, especially if they come out with, they show more exclusives that I'm really into, you know? So we'll see. The only thing that's really going to tip the scale here is going to be price. Because I'll tell you what, that Xbox Series X looks like a very powerful machine. And if they come out and say that this thing is like $400, that's nice. That's nice. If the PS5 comes out and says that it's $400, that's nice. That's nice. At $600 right now, with everything that I'm going to be able to do with my PC, the Xbox Series X really doesn't make sense to me. $600 and higher, it really doesn't make sense to me. The PS5, depending on the exclusives, $600 still might make sense. Still might make sense. And that's the power of exclusives. That's the power of having good games. Yo, Microsoft, you need good games. Now, we still got a few more months. Maybe Microsoft will show more first-party games. Maybe they'll show more different IPs and stuff that we haven't seen. Who knows? But as far as right now, for someone like me, someone like you, if you got a PC already, you got a decent PC, there really is no need to get this Xbox Series X when it comes out. Tell me why. Tell me something different. If you're just a console player, though, and you don't have a PC, it depends what you play. If you like a lot of third-party games, if you like a lot of multi-platform games, then like you like play stuff like Madden, 2K, freaking Call of Duty, and the Xbox Series X might be a thing because it is going to be the more powerful system. At least on paper it is. Look, man, it is what it is. 12 is bigger than 10. That's all I know. That's math. It's quick maths. So it is what it is. But you guys decide. If you like that freaking single-player games and those exclusives, then all right, you go with that PS5. It is what it is. And if you like Microsoft exclusives, here's a problem with Microsoft again. If you like Microsoft exclusives and you have a PC, you're fine, man. Master Chief is coming to the PC. The collection's already on PC. Gears of War is already on PC. You're fine, man. You're going to be good. Trust me. Microsoft is more concerned with getting you in their ecosystem, which is customer friendly. I got it. I love it. I'm going to give my money to the PS5 then. Dog 1985. Yo, there's levels to this. I want to see the arguments. If you a fanboy, hop on and argue, please. I want to hear it. Convince me why I should get an Xbox Series X, or convince me why I should get a PS5. Right now, I'm leaning towards a PS5 right now. But we'll see what the price says. You know I'm a budget gamer as well. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.